Hello guys, welcome to a new video on Tower of God New World, and in this video we're going to review one of the three collab units that were just added to the game, and this unit is going to be Elizabeth. So I'm going to follow the usual steps or the usual points that I always follow for the character review videos. So I'm first going to talk about how good is she, then we're going to go over the skills, extra equipment, gear, ignition weapon, and final rapport. I might as well showcase some of the clears I did in the past floors now that we have a replay function. But yeah, let's just get started straight away by talking about how good is she. So in my opinion, this collab is definitely way better than the previous one and definitely worth the investment if you guys have the resources. So Elizabeth is a great main DPS unit. It was something we were lacking in Blue Element because most of them are just close range unit that deal damage, take damage, like they were more hybrids with just damage dealers and tanks. But she is a pure damage dealer and she really deals a ton of damage. So yeah, I would say she can already work a 3 red, but I mean, definitely like 5 rainbow is way better because you can have the special skill proc a lot earlier, which will also increase the survivability by a ton because she has a self revive on it. But we're going to go over it in the skill section of the video. But still, I would say, sure, if you stop a 3 red, she still does something, but I'm I'm not confident in recommending her at just 3 red. I would say you definitely want, like, if you want to invest in this collab, you want to get at least the 2 SSR units to Rainbow 5, and that will take around 190 to 100k suspendium, pretty much. I'm already above that, and I only have Elizabeth maxed. Meliodas is really close to it, but yeah, okay, whatever. So, uh, that being said, I think we can start going over the skills. All I wanted to say is that she is definitely worth the investment. She is a really great unit. So let's go over her kit here. So first we start with the passive as usual. The passive is quite interesting. Like every time a blue ally is going to use a skill, Elizabeth is going to get a stack, and for every stack she gets 6% attack and max HP. This is 6% level 5, level 1 is 3%, but it's okay. This stack can go up to 10 times, so it will be a total of 60% attack, 60% HP, not bad at all. And once you reach max stack, she's going to get an additional 40% attack, 40% HP, so a total of 100%. And she's going to heal all blue elemental eyes. This part is pretty much useless, I would say. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, not that simple to control, and most of the times it will just be worthless healing with no point, and she can only cast it one time, so okay. This buff cannot be removed. This is interesting. At the moment, the only buff removal character in the game is Urek. So when you're fighting Urek, you don't have to be scared of losing the stacks for whatever reason. You're good. So this passive alone is really huge. Like it gives her a great increase in attack and HP. And in turn, we will see that this HP is going to also boost the damage that the special skill does. So really awesome. Then we have Volley of Light. This is going to summon some orbs that are going to attack enemies in range 2 times. Every time these orb hit, they're going to generate a barrier or just heal them for 20% of the damage done. If you are max HP, then you're going to create barriers. So really good. Is some self-healing AoE damage and also some barriers for additional sustain and also get additional benefits with the exclusive equipment, but we're going to go over that later in the video. Then we have also a knockdown on targets for 2 seconds. That's a nice AoE crowd control, but it's okay. Nothing too special, but I would say overall this skill is also quite solid. Then we have Spiral Light. Elizabeth fires a spiraling ray of light at the enemy to deal 360% of her attack's damage 5 times. So this multiplier is already really huge. It's like 1800 on a skill. A single target, not AoE, but still really good damage. And when we'll see in the videos that I'm going to show later, you're going to see the damage this ray actually does. It's insane. And then this attack coefficient is increased by 1% for every 1% of her HP remaining. So the more HP she has, the more damage the skill does. Then we're going to see with the exclusive achievement there is going to be a change so that this increase is never going to be below 50%, which is again really, really huge. The multiplier is going to go higher than 2000%. So really, really good. And okay, that was all for this skill. Is a really nice single target damage. Then we have Jonas Ordeal, and this is the special skill. Is going to summon some sort of whale or something on an enemy, and this is going to deal a ton of damage. Obviously, the AoE is quite small, but it can hit multiple enemies. The damage is 1000% attack, which is not too high, I would say. She has a lot of attack increases, but still the multiplier is quite low. But there is also a 30% max HP as damage. This is huge because max HP is really, really high in this game. So the actual fish like deals a ton of damage. So it's really, really good. And there is also a nice crowd control, but nothing too big here. She's going to get a resurrection effect for 8 seconds after the skill activates. If she dies in those 8 seconds, she's going to revive up to a maximum of 4 times. The more blue element allies she has, the more HP she's going to recover. Really, really good special skill. Really, really awesome, guys. Then if you look at the exclusive equipment, this is just going to be like additional stuff on the active skills and the special skill. Also the passive actually is going to buff everything. Whenever you kill an enemy with the special skill, with the level 1 exclusive equipment, you're going to steal the energy that the target had when they died. So if you kill an enemy with like half of the energy filled up, she's going to steal it and be already at half the bar. So she can cast the special skill a lot of times if she actually kills with it. So pretty good. I didn't pay too much attention. I didn't notice how many times this procs, but this is definitely a good addition. Then we have an improvement for the AoE skill, the volley of light. Whenever you, like for every barrier that you have active with the volley of light that we saw is going to be generated every time you heal when you are at max HP. Like when you heal with that skill, obviously not for every source, but okay. You're going to get a 20% attack increase. So she's going to get a lot of attack increases in her kit. Pretty good. So yeah, it's alright. Overall, these exclusive achievements, also for the other units, are not bad at all. Uh, they're not as exaggerated, I would say, as Compress Rack, but they're on a good level for sure. Then level 3 is what I was mentioning before. The minimum damage, that like the minimum attack coefficient buff is going to be 50%, even if she is below 50% HP. So this is good in the scenarios where she's very low HP and she's still casting the ray of light, the spiral light. I don't think that's too much helpful. I mean, she's usually either full HP or basically dead. So I don't see it happening that often, but still is a nice addition. Then the level 4 is going to be when you reach the 10 stacks from your passive, she's going to get 10% of your max HP every 3 seconds. So a nice healing there. Also, this one is probably not too helpful because she's going to like stay at max HP most of the times. Usually these kind of ranged units, once they're hit, they're dead. So yeah, I mean, it's okay since she has a lot of HP increases in her kit. She might survive one or two hits. If they are just occasional AoE attacks that were not aimed at her, but if someone is focusing her, she's going to die. Almost for sure, I would say. Okay, that being said, the next part is the gear, and this one is as usual. So for mages, you always want to go for slot 1 for the additional accuracy. Slot 2, I would say now with the decreases in evasion on the enemies in like adventure, is probably not as much of a priority. I would say before going for slot 3, you should go for slot 2 probably for the additional crit rate and crit damage. Then you can go for slot 3, and the last one in priority is the one that gives resistances because, again, as I said, you're trying not to get hit, and if when you're going to get hit, you're probably going to die anyway. So, okay. So that was it for the gear as well. For the ignition weapon, the set I'm running on her is the L set, and I would say that's the best set you can run on her. She's the usual range DPS, so yeah, Hell is definitely best in slot on her. And obviously she's a magic damage dealer, so you want to run the Magic Pierce on slot 5, and then you want to run the crit damage increase on slot 4. My slot 4, guys, is really terrible. I cannot find a good one, so I had to settle for this. I'm just hoping that the next upgrade is going to hit on Magic Pierce, but I don't know. Just overall, pretty bad, but it's fine. And yeah, that's pretty much all for the ignition weapons as well. If you are wondering which pieces to upgrade first, I have all this information in my spreadsheet already, but basically, like attack is obviously important. You want this 85% attack. On her, HP is also a good priority because it's going to boost the damage from the special skill, so really, really important. And then, obviously, we have, I would say, slot 5 more than slot, well, for sure, slot 5 next, and then just slot 4 when you have spare resources, because this crit damage increase is not as impactful. If you look at mine, I mean, mine doesn't have a lot of crit rate. She just has 56% at the moment, so it's not going to be much. And she has currently 68% magic pierce. Not too bad. Could be better, but I'm quite unlucky with the ignition weapon sets. Then obviously for Rapport, as for every main DPS unit, you want to get to level 6 Rapport for the additional accuracy, for sure. So that's pretty much it. Now we can go over, I would say, some clears that I did here in Adventure. So let's have a look. Maybe let's see if I used her in the first team here and how she performed, so we can see if it makes sense to show the clear or not. Okay, yeah. It kind of makes sense. So yeah, let's have a look at how she performs. I will slow it down because I think it will start with 3 times the speed. Let's see. Seems quite laggy already. Okay. It's already Rainbow 5, and you can see that the time it takes to cast the special skill is quite long anyway. Let's have a look. Okay, she doesn't want to cast it for some reason. Okay, whatever. She cast it now. The damage is huge. If you can see, Karaka is basically dead. He's going to proc the passive. Half. Okay, then additional damage. That was kind of insane. Special skill again. Quite a lot of damage on Horiang as well. Okay, Spiral of Light, guys. A lot of damage there. That guy is incredibly tanky. Special skill, killed him. Then that guy is grouping them. She's reviving with the passive. Alright, just basic attacks. They're going to deal a ton of damage anyway. Then special skill, and she's dead. Yes. So as you can see, also with the revive, that's really, really huge. The damage is nice. The energy regen is not the fastest. But I would say if you play at 3 times the speed, it definitely helps. It seems a lot weaker. But yeah, not a bad unit at all. Let's just try to look for other clears, because I think the first team was always the same. But I think we looked at these ones uh, like in the previous video, so I can probably, okay, and that one was also a bad one for her. She probably died way too early. But we can also look at previous floor, like let's say floor 37 that we probably didn't have a look at, like 3724. Let's hope that's the first team. It's not, so I cannot show it. Damn it. I hope Netmarble will fix it. Okay, let's go a bit higher. 3740. Ah, damn it. 3744. And damn it again. 3760. Okay, no, I'm giving up. Let's go back to 38 just to showcase her one more time. It was probably also in the first stage that I used her here. Yes, I also used Meliodas, but okay, cool. And here we can see 10 billion damage. Quite nice. So let's have a look at this clear as well. I had to put her in the front row because there was a Kisea that was just destroying my backline, so I had to move her there. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't care if Blanc dies, it's fine. She's casting the special skill already. She's going to probably die from that Kisea, but she has the revive. As we're going to see, yes, revive. Then there is that Meliodas there that's fighting Kisea. Fortunately, he died so that Kisea is not next to Elizabeth when she revived. Then she's going to cast the special skill again soon. Almost kill Kisea. The damage could be better in certain times. Okay, Spiral of Flight. Unfortunately, Urek is just way too tanky, guys. That man is a monster. Look at the damage on the special skill. Almost one-shotted him. Then really, really nice damage. And also there, kill on Karaka. So the really nice thing about Elizabeth is that she deals a lot of damage, but she can also stay in the fight quite reliably with the revive she has. If she wasn't like Rainbow 5 there, she would have died because Kisea would have killed her before she had the like the effect, the revive effect applied. So I would say Rainbow 5 is really highly recommended, guys. There are a lot of assassins in this game. There are a lot of units that will just slightly hit you with an AoE attack that would one-shot you. And if you have the Rainbow 5, you can cast the special skill a lot more quickly and get the revive. And that's really a great feature, guys. This kind of fight will happen a lot. You will see a lot of times that she's just reviving. That's really, really huge, in my opinion. I would say this is probably one of the best, well, probably as compared to the other blue element units, she's the best DPS that we have currently. She deals more damage than Urek. She deals more damage than Kunran most of the times. There are times where she just dies. It's not her fight, and obviously Kunran is going to then deal more damage. But overall, she's just a really great and solid DPS option. So yeah, guys, that was pretty much all I wanted to say about her. If you have any doubts, questions, please feel free to write it down in the comments below, or just even write me on Discord, on my Discord server, and I will gladly reply to all of you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.